Like David Guetta, like you mentioned, he's not from here. He's from Europe or wherever that country's from, man. Every producer is like in their own little world, and he still thinks progressive house is out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just
He
fucking.
dropped a progressive. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't progressive house.
He's dropped some progressive house. I
It
mean,
was ass, bro. He dropped ass. Like, and that's what pissed me off.
I think that I'm good collab helped solidify like another collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the timing helped out a lot too. Like,
It's
like,
David fucking Guetta, bro.
it's a fucking Catalina wine mixer. Whatever the fuck, the mixer. Whatever.
Bro, he's a white guy. Like, that does EDM. I don't know.
Bro, there's a lot of people that are doing EDM that are just, how would you say, culture vulturing off of other.
But EDM is white culture?
Huh?
Is EDM white culture?
It's EDM white culture.
It is. It's white people culture, bro.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
So are we vulturing?
Damn. Hey, you need to chill with that shit. Oh, fuck, bro. Have we been vulturing, like, podcast-wise? Damn. We're some... Hey, people in Europe are looking at us like motherfucking
You culture vultures?
Yeah. People in Europe are looking at us right now like fucking...
This is what you did to our culture?
Oh, damn.
Holy fuck.
Well, bro, I mean, remember when Klaus talked about her experience going to a rave out in Germany and Europe? Like, her experience was much different as to how they enjoy themselves, like, at a festival and rave versus, like, in America. Damn, like, they're probably, like, in Europe, like, they're probably butchering, the American taste and, like, the way we perceive dance music. I mean, it's always gonna be different. Those two cultures, European, where the dance music culture came from originally, and another.
Rami said it came from black people.
Huh?
Dance music came from black people. That's what Rami said. House came from black people, Detroit, and all that. Like, that's where house music started.
So it's not white people culture.
No, that doesn't mean it's not.
Hold up.
That doesn't dictate the culture, though.
What dictates the culture?
The people in the culture.
So it's a bunch of white people
and Asians.
And Asians. Hey, I see. I see these touring artists when they go to China and like Asia. They be selling out these shows, bro. And sometimes it'd be these mid-tier artists like, damn, you sold a show in China, but not in LA? Interesting. Like, it's crazy the demand and the popularity of dance music in other countries. And like the eagerness just to go out to just an EDM show. Because I feel like in America, I think it's still one of those things where for a lot of people, it's like, it's an EDM show, but I still need to have, like, this sort of artist come through.
Here's a question, not a question, but like... Because I get what Rami was saying, how he was like, black people started EDM, but they didn't start EDM. They started house music. And some people like to say house isn't even EDM.
What do they like to think it is? Like a different thing? Like its own thing?
It's its own thing. It's house.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say it's a form of disco.
Yeah, it's not EDM.
Like, it's not house music. It's a subgenre of disco.
Yeah,
because I come across some disco tracks that were made like in the 80s. I'm like, a lot of similarities that derives from house music. Oh shit! Did house music derive from disco? Like,
because drum and bass was, I want to say, before house.
Yeah,
and that's UK. That wasn't in the States at all, and that's considered dance music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's white.
I want to go to Europe, bro. I want to be on that shit.
I low key, I don't know why I want to move like to the UK for like a year or two. I just want to see what the fuck is up out there.
I mean, I think if you have the opportunity, you should. Why not? You got a passport. You should.
Would you be down to take Lose a Tempo to the UK?
Bro, as long as we are able to put a roof under our head, I'm down to go wherever.
You know where I work at, right?
I mean,
it's feasible. Yeah. Anyways,
it don't even gotta be fucking London, bro.
I know.
I'm not stuck here in Mobile.
Neither.
I'm not the person to be like, oh, dude, I can't leave Mobile. Like,
yeah, no.
like if I'm able to,
I've really been thinking about it.
If it's feasible for me to go out there and like still like, because I don't know how like cost of living is out in Europe, but if it's still like, if it's manageable, like yeah, like I'm not stuck to just making or specifically at least lose the tempo. Like
your boy can get
SoCal.
free apartments, bro.
Huh?
That's your boy can get a free apartment. That's why.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, the thing is like, I'm not too strict on making Lose the Tempo like a podcast. Oh no, it's just from Southern California, like bro.
Nah,
it's
I would be down. Tapping into the UK would be fucking
bro.
dope.
Just tapping anywhere, I think outside of America would be really exciting.
Yes,
UK
definitely for the UK specifically, just because of the dance music culture, electric music culture. Because they don't call it EDM over there, do they?
That's a good question.
I think they call it, or well, no, it's like UK bass, all that other shit. I don't think they call it. But they have garage and all that shit.
Are you going to an EDM show? Are you going to dance? Are you going? No shit. Whatever. Are you going to an EDM show?
Nah, they don't say that. They're going to a party or some shit because that's the music they'll be playing, right?
You fancy.
I'm fucking dead, bro. I'm fucking dead.
You fancy rave music tonight, mate?
Are you going to the rave, mate?
Are you going to the rave, mate? Yeah, you fancy some techno tonight? I think they're actually. I think if Europe has been on that shit, I think they're naming it how it is, bro. I don't think they're generalizing that shit. I think they're specific with it.
I think you're right.
Let's go catch some drum and bass. I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Any viewers that are from the UK, but I think if you've been tapped in, I think you're not generalizing like a certain event. You're probably like, you want to go catch some drum and bass? Okay. You want to go catch some? Oh, I think over here in America, let's go rave, and that's just like general. But I think out there, you want to go catch some drum and bass? Oh yeah, or no? You fancy techno? Okay, let's go. Like I think they're a lot more informed on like.
I think it's just because
I
don't know, bro. I don't know. We gotta go figure it out.
I don't know where I'm getting this from, but I don't know why I feel like because they're like genre elitist. I think they just like stick to one genre too.
But you remember when Klaus was telling us that to her it's just music?
Yeah.
So like
it could be that too.
It's
like bro, like it's just music. Like,
and then
what's hip hop?
Yeah, and then they say, "Oh, let's go to the rap show." Or some bullshit, you feel me?
I feel that, okay.
So music to them is just EDM, electric music.
We gotta keep in mind too. Yeah, it's crazy to say that because what we're getting pushed through American radio and like American streaming services and what they want to push to us can be completely different as to what other nations are pushing like through their radio. So they may not be getting. I mean, for sure, like Ice Spice and like all the majors. Like globally, like they're pushing certain artists, but I think like UK, like they're not being fed the same catalog like regular radio or streaming services. Like they're being tapped into whatever. it's a popping there. Like like they make geographic calculations like based where they're at, and especially if it's a business, they're gonna throw the wood into that fire of like the geographic.
So this is how I know like. EDM is not like a US culture, really. Just take that mic if you need to. So at the radio, you remember like out here, there would only be certain times of the night where we would hear electric music. That's pretty much what's happening over there with our music. You feel me?
Oh shit. Yeah. Like yeah, okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, because over there, it probably could have been like, oh, you listen to the rap shit, mate? Like back then, for us, you know? Like maybe now rap and hip-hop is much more prominent now. But back then, for us as Americans, oh, you listen to that techno shit?
But that was their shit.
But over there, they're like, you listen to that rap shit, mate? Okay.
Yeah.
No, we on Armin, bro. We're on Armin van Buren.
Probably not Armin. You feel me?
Whatever that came in my head. Yeah, bro.
man.
I mean, I actually would like to. If you guys are tuned in from the UK, drop a comment and let us know
Where should we go
how that
live?
looks like. That is another good question because I don't want to just live like in the UK.
A place that's not popping.
It's like a farmland and shit. It's like, damn, bro, we're gonna make some bangers out of these calls.
I posted on one of my posts for my music. I posted like a meme, and then it was like, "Who the fuck told me to move to the UK?" And it was like some fucking honey baked beans, a bread, and a hot dog, bro, on a plate. And homeboy was mad as fuck. I heard they got trash food over there.
In the UK?
Yeah, I heard their food's trash. Other than fish and chips, bro, I heard it's trash.
I can't think of a unique food item out there that makes me want to go visit UK. There's other countries out there that have food options and items that makes me want to visit their country. But for some reason, when it comes to the UK, I mean, when it comes to food in the UK, I don't know why you think of the old English American. But you see, I think about that shit. Yeah, like that shit. It's bread, fucking sausage and beans, and I don't know why there's not the blood patty there. You know that little blood patty.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Hey, but then look. Hey, Measler was right, bro. Let's just go to the UK, open a Mexican restaurant, and check out the fucking.
Well, he said Amsterdam specifically. I don't think that's in the UK.
That's not.
Nah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know my geography, bro.
Nah, that shit was not my strongest class either.
I don't even think I ever took a geography class in my life, bro. I swear to God, I don't think.
I think in middle school I took like a geography class. It was like in 7th grade.
I swear to you, I never took no geography class.
Yeah, I think they made us like for a social studies class. They made us take geography in middle school.
Social studies, okay.
Yeah, I know there was like certain social study class. I my middle school, Mountain View. That's where I went. I remember taking geography in 8th grade. I don't know why I remember that shit. Oh, I had a crush on a girl. That's right. But anyways, go ahead.
I went to Landmark where people
rejected.
die, bro.
I got rejected too.
Oh, true for you.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why I remember. Fuck.
Yeah, nah, I can't. I don't remember anything in Landmark, bro. Nothing at all.
Landmark?
Bro, there was like, we had a pedophile teacher there. Like,
oh, damn. While you were still there?
Yeah.
Shit, damn.
I'm pause, all the way pause. But like, I got sent to his class. He was doing OCS, on campus suspension.
Oh, I had that shit. Don't ask, but.
Yeah, your boy got into some scruffs and whatnot. So yeah, OCS, and he was the teacher for that, and I had to write standards. Yeah, I didn't learn shit in high school, bro. Or middle school. Also, though, I moved around a lot, so like.
You kind of didn't really feel like you had to commit too much on the studies because you would just end up going somewhere else, and it's just just you already know like. You know the curriculum, and then you don't really commit to the curriculum because in the next month you're probably just gonna be somewhere else.
I thought we learned geography maybe in like elementary schoolish.
Oh, okay, I mean they had the globe in the corner of the room.
But like I went to like 6 different elementary schools or some bullshit like that, bro. So like, I don't know how much of learning I did in fucking middle school. I mean elementary school. Like that's why I can't read, dog.
That's why you can't read.
That's why I can't spell.
Can't spell.
That's exactly why I can't spell. But it's cool. It is what it is. But yeah, geography. I don't know.
No, that matters. Like where you're from, like what the peak of that subgenre is. I think all that shit matters.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to your question though, is it white people culture? Let's talk about it now. Dance music culture now. Is it white people culture?
Yes.
Is dance music white people culture?
Yes.
And okay, if it is that a bad thing?
No. Watch this. You know how I know it's mostly white people? Bass shows. What's the culture?
It's a lot of white people, Caucasians, Asians too.
Yeah, sprinkled in there.
A lot of white people.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Mexicans maybe.
Mexicans
or Hispanics.
Hispanics.
Latin people. I'm not doing that whole expo. You got me fucked up. You know what's crazy? This is this. This is what's fucking crazy, right? Latinx isn't even a word in Mexico, bro.
Dude, that's just some gentrified shit they made a.
White people are trying to make me say some shit that it's not real.
You know what's scarier is that actual Hispanic Americans like trying to push that, reinforcing the white people agenda. Bro, you go with that Latin X shit over to Mexico, bro. Just
they
go
might
back.
stab me, dog.
The cartel.
Like, what the fuck you call me? Like
the cartel might not even apologize, bro. This time.
Facts. You deserved it. What? Like, come on. Nah, I'm not doing that.
They ain't running that shit, bro. It's like, let me ask you this. Do you think well, we've established that dance music is white people culture, but is that globally? Is that globally? Yeah. Can we say that about Mexico, or like countries like that? Because that's like obviously like much more like definitely like Hispanic Latino dominant.
EDM is
EDM.
EDM.
I got you.
EDM. Because like I said, house music doesn't count. House music's everywhere, so I wouldn't count that.
I got you.
You feel me?
I got you.
But like I said, when it comes to bass music, though, Hispanics are second.
Oh, well, let me ask you this. Bass music, because we're just talking from the EDM culture. Well, bass music culture is white. I think so.
Predominantly, yeah.
Is every genre white?
Is Skrillex white?
Shit, looks white. I think he is white. I have to do some Wikipedia research. He looks white. He is white.
Is Excision white?
He looks white. He is white.
Boy, I'm not gonna go there.
No, he's Middle Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like that's
off white.
I mean, it's not. Oh, man.
We got 12th Planet. Kinda. I don't know. He's kind of maybe out of the running.
You think? Do you believe?
I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna say, but I don't know.
Do you believe right now there's and I want to say dance music culture, are we doing a better job
of representing the Mexican culture? I'm not too sure, Carlos. Honestly, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Honestly,
okay, we can take it here.
With the rise of bass music in Mexico right now, I think we're getting a good amount of representation. But I think we could do more.
Word.
Raza.
Bet. Word. Hell yeah. La onda, homie. La onda.
Hey, chill the fuck out, bro. We're gonna get shanked or something.
Nah, bro. It's all good, man. Pato locos for life, eh?
I'm out. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No, but going back to what I was actually gonna ask. Well, it is part of what I was gonna ask you. Like,
okay, cool.
I mean, but I was speaking more like not just Hispanics though. Like, I'm talking about like other ethnicities, nationalities. You think EDM is doing like a better job with its diversification, with like
No, I think EDM is all inclusive for sure.
Yeah.
I just think it's those cultures not being receptive to EDM. I think that's more what it is than anything. Because like a lot of people still like, if you don't listen to this shit, like the way it's getting referred to is wild, bro. It's wild what some people refer to this shit as.
Like what?
Like drug music. Like people.
Okay, yeah. Word, I see that.
Like people don't look at this shit as a serious genre, dog. Like
I believe that.
Like the Grammys don't look at this shit as a serious genre, and that's kind of my point. Like sometimes I'm just like, well, this is like a fucking its own thing. Like it's its own fucking culture, bro. Like I don't know what I was getting at with that, but fucking Like when we listen to the Grammys nominate whoever the fuck they're nominating, they're not nominating EDM. It's electric music. You feel me? Like dance music. EDM isn't just electric music. Electric music isn't just EDM. You feel me? It's a lot more than that. And
you say electric music?
Electronic, electronic, my bad.
I'm gonna start saying that shit though. Electric.
It is electric music, but whatever. It's not acoustic. It's electric.
Bro, you should start saying that shit, and
I think I have, bro.
I think you have been saying that, and I think it's just been like
electronic music. My bad.
Start saying that shit. I bet you'll start making people say electric.
Probably
like,
electric music.
No, it's not EDM. It's not electric, bro. It's electric.
Whatever.
It's not dubstep. It's rhythm, bro.
But I don't know. The way people look at EDM is just some party music, bro. That's what it is. It's party music.
True that. Like it's not to take it. It's not as deep as it sounds, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. It's just some shit for us to just indulge and bullshit.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
But I don't know. Chug. Oh, I thought you were gonna finish it.
No, man.
Oh, I could taste it.
It was tequila.
It's right there then. Don't even play me, bro.
Oh, no,
if it was tequila.
I honestly forgot the shit was here.
That's right. Calling your name.
Bro. I'm gonna play.
Let's go. Happy birthday. Happy 22nd birthday to Carlos, aka Husky. AKA Tweets. Shout out Hamid. Facts.
Yeah, hopefully Homeboy's doing good out there.
Hopefully he's alive still.
Yeah, I mean, Homeboy was out there for sure. Homeboy was out there. Yeah.
That wasn't his real name, was it?
Hope not. I don't know.
My boy was moving weight. Anyways, I think we covered a lot of shit today.
Yeah. Actually, let me end it with this, bro. Because remember how I told you like we threw a show over at Lowen, and I had someone. I'll say this. I'll say this. I had someone like give me like because the show was like kind of like celebrating like my birthday. Like I did a set and whatnot. I remember I'd asked you like, hey, dude, like throughout that show, like I had someone giving me like a little party bag, right? Like it was some shit that I don't do, right? And I'd ask you something. I'd ask you like, do you think if someone was given this, like is it normal or weird for someone to give like for example, like a little small bag of Coke, like back, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, that's some weirdo shit.
But like. My thing is like I don't do this, and even if I were to share, if I were to share this, I don't know what's in this bag. Like what, like, cause I had someone tell me like, oh well, I mean, you could probably just, cause I'd asked this to a couple of people, and someone was like, well, you didn't have to necessarily take it. You could probably just share it with other people that do indulge in that.
Just throw it away.
Or yeah, I could just throw it away. But I saw that being wasteful, right? But. But anyways, like I was just like, damn, like
no, you could have been saving lives if you're already in the fucking mindset of I don't know what it is. Like I don't know, I don't want to be giving it to people.
I get what you're saying, right?
So you don't want to give it to people, but you'll let someone else give it to people. I feel you.
Well, I just feel like giving it back to the person that gave it. I was like, hey, bro,
just threw it away.
Well, I didn't like I.
And now you have to go back up to that other person and be like, yeah, I know I took it. But here you go.
I just think that at the time when I did it, there was something deeper that was happening. I didn't understand why I was like there was more to it to why I was giving this person back like this little bag that was given to me as like a birthday gift, and like it was a little weird for me to like give it back too because I was like, hey, like I don't want to mean like no disrespect.
Should have given it back.
well, give it back.
I know.
But like it was one of those things where like.
Like what?
Well, first off, I like to think I'm very proud of myself, for sure.
Oh yeah, okay.
In the sense of like,
no, you should be proud of yourself for not doing them. Kudos. Going back to the drug dealer and being like, nah, bro, I don't want it. I don't know if that's what you should be doing to drug dealers, bro. I don't know if that's how you should be approaching drug dealers. Like,
well, I don't know if this was a drug dealer. I don't know who this person
he
was.
dealt you drugs. They deal with drugs.
It could have just been a person that had drugs on.
They
managed to. Okay, well, they deal with drugs.
Dealt with drugs, bro. What are you trying to?
It doesn't have to be a drug dealer. It could be just a person that had drugs on them. You know. Anyways, go ahead.
Then what the fuck are they doing?
That's on them, bro. I don't know. That's on them. But anyways, like going back to what
they dealt with drugs. Okay.
Well, anyways, like. I talked about it to you because I was like, damn, like I don't know, like that never happened to me, and like me.
Oh no, okay, yeah, like I was saying though, like you fucking don't go back to that person with the like. You don't know how they're gonna react to you going back to them with the drugs. You feel me?
Right.
Like you. That's just you have them. At that point, you're responsible. You took them, bro. It's your responsibility now.
It doesn't have to be my responsibility, bro.
You took it. Why'd you take it? That's it. It's a wrap.
The exchange was... I didn't see it. Like, the exchange was a handshake. I didn't know what I got until I went to, like a secret area, and I saw what I had. You know, it was a handshake. I didn't know what I was getting. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get you. I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like you didn't have to.
But
no. How you handled that exchange right there, from right there, bro. That's where it starts.
So I should have just threw it away.
Yes. What do you? There's no but. What do you mean, bro? No. Now you overthought the situation, bro.
The thing is that, like, I didn't know how to act, bro.
That's what that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying,
like,
bro.
Most people would have
thrown away, bro. Like, oh fuck, I don't need this. Like, you went to the restroom. There's a fucking trash can right there.
Like,
that was it. That was the end of this whole. That's the end of the scenario. There's no more worry on your mind. You don't have to like.
No, well, like the thing is that at that time, all this shit was happening in my brain, but I wasn't able to really dissect like why I wasn't able to understand why I was moving towards giving this until I did like some tracking. Like the next days, I was like, oh, I see why instinctively I was going this way, because after the fact of like going through all these possibilities, like it would just made at the time, like it was just making sense for me, like because I was thinking about it too, like, oh, like maybe this is if this person is a drug dealer, like maybe it would have been best for me to give it back, and they could have just used it to sell it to someone and made that money. Like that's like there's so many things happening, like.
I know.
Also, I wasn't too sure like about the other stuff too. Like even if I was like,
I just don't understand the logic of. You didn't want to give it to people like your friends or anything like that because you didn't know what was in it, but you would give it back to that person to give it to other people. I just didn't
do it to him thinking to give it to other people. I just gave it back to him specifically. I just didn't want to be like, I don't want it to be wasteful. I don't know, like I just give it.
Bro, what are you talking? If you're worried about it being dangerous, who cares if you're wasting it?
This is all shit that I accumulated after the fact, like of understanding my thoughts.
Okay, that bad instinct that said go back, cut that shit out, bro. Don't go back. Don't fucking go back after, bro. What you do now?
I'm not gonna be. I just don't think I'm gonna be. Well, I just didn't want to get.
Okay. Watch this, bro.
I didn't want to have it on me.
Then throw it the fuck away. You don't want to be involved with this person no more. Like, I think about it this way: a random person just gave you fucking drugs at a club.
Okay, am I supposed to know what to do with that kind of shit? Like, you think?
Throw it away, bro.
Bro, is that what you have done?
Yes, I'd look at it. If this isn't what I want, that person just gave it to me. I'm not gonna try to find that person and be like, "Hey, bro, nah, I don't want this." Like, and then he looks at me weird, like, "What do you mean?" You don't like. I don't want that confrontation. I don't want it to go in any direction. The best situation, the best direction to go is, it's over. go on with my night. It's a wrap. There's no more after that.
But I didn't have a confrontation, bro.
What? Oh,
I ended up actually getting weed from this guy, which I did wanted.
okay.
So like,
but see, look, and that was your choice. So ultimately, you didn't care if the drugs were safe or not. You didn't care because you got weed from him. So you didn't care if they were good or not. So ultimately, you just wanted to be like, hey, nah, like more. You just wanted to talk to that person more, like that, and understand more. Like that's cool. That was your way. But if you wanted to be done with it, like, and not have anything on your mind about it, you just threw it away. Like,
you see, that's the thing that I feel like even if they wouldn't have known I thrown it away, it's just something about me. Like I would have felt like, I don't know. I just like
for drugs that could have potentially hurt someone.
I wasn't thinking about like that shit. Like I didn't want to just throw it away and then just like have someone like, I was thinking about a lot of stuff like, oh, I didn't want to just throw it on the floor, throw it in the trash, and like someone just like picked it up and like, you know, I don't know what I was thinking at the time, bro. Like I don't really.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how to navigate and shit like that, bro. I'm not like no drug dealer. Like know the fucking the principles of how to navigate or rejecting or like giving back. Like I don't know, bro. But like going back to what I was saying, like yeah, bro. Definitely proud of myself. I'm definitely proud of myself.
No, yeah.
I'm definitely
proud for turning down the drugs, bro. Yeah, for sure. Like,
because I'm gonna tell you what, bro. Like, it's very easy for people like ourselves in this industry to just be giving shit like that, and to indulge on it like that on a normal base. Because like it's very different for someone to be like, oh, you want to indulge in this drug, and you say no, and that's it. But for someone to give you like something for free, like a drug, it's, you know, it's like you probably will still say no, but there's now a different dynamic to it when someone gives it to you, and like, you know, I don't know, it's just weird, and I just think that
I'm proud of you.
I wasn't really a big fan of it either. That like, damn, like this fool just gave me like. Cause it wasn't really. None of this was like premeditated. It's like me wanting to get it. Like I didn't reach out and get it. Like it was like, hey, like here you go. Like, I didn't like the fact that I was given like a little small bag of, you know, that disappointed me, bro. Like I don't know. Like it was, like I was. There was so many emotions I was going through when I was given this. I was like, damn, like.
Wait, okay, but why? Why were you disappointed?
Personally, this happened during the show that I threw, and I'm just very disappointed to see this just like happening with like in certain circles of like, because it was like.
So you don't like being like, is that not a like? So that is a part. You would agree that's a party favor, right?
No. Well, I guess I was just seeing it from like, oh, like I guess when he gave that to me, I kind of felt like, oh damn, like does he think like I'm a cokehead or something? Like I kind of.
It was your birthday.
No, well, like I just like, well, the thing is, I just didn't like, I didn't know what was all factoring in or whatever. Like, cause he had weed on him. Why didn't he give me like? Or he had other stuff. Like I don't know. Like,
and see, look, that's why I was saying.
Weird, like,
I was saying earlier, like, bro, I
look more like a pothead than like a. I don't know, bro. Like,
no.
I just don't know what I just.
No, bro, you look like. No. I probably look the same, but you look Hispanic, bro. And Hispanics are known for the nose shit, bro. Damn. So don't even like play it like that. Yeah, don't even. It's not even like, you feel me. So it's like you shouldn't even think about what you look like. Nah, bro, he's just trying to give you a party and party favor. You feel me? But like,
I feel that
at the same time, I'm proud. I guess you were proud of yourself for you turned down drugs, but you shouldn't have brought up that. Oh, but I bought weed from him. So then, like, what were you proud of?
I didn't do like a hardcore drug. Like,
it's drugs, bro. Like, not
like marijuana, bro. I don't think it's not like marijuana, bro.
Some people look at doing coke the same way you look at doing weed, bro.
I believe it.
So like,
they're entitled to that perception.
Yeah. So you're being the same way you say that is the same way they're saying that to you. You feel me? Like,
for sure.
And I don't see it as any different, bro. You're choosing your vice of habit. Some people choose that as their vice of habit. You feel me? And there's people that could only do it when they're out in those environments. that's okay, and they go home and they're able to function without that shit. But in those
True
environments,
that.
those like, bro, like at the end of the day, like the culture that we're in, like that shit, that's what it is, bro. There's a lot of people participating in that. Like that's why plur is such a big thing, bro. Like like that's what they do, and like I mean that's just a part of the culture, and just like I'm cool with it, bro. Like I have to like
I mean,
at the end of the day,
it's a
bro, we
part of
have
it.
to I have to be like, okay, nah, this is a release for people. As long as no one's here overdoing it or anything like that, it's cool, bro. It's cool for people to do all this shit. It's okay for people to participate in whatever drugs they want to participate as long as they're doing it responsibly. That's super cool to me, bro. Like that's what this shit's for, bro. Like legit. Like, do you really think people are just out here just to fucking listen to music, bro? I don't think so, bro. I really don't. I don't think there's a large majority that are just out here just to listen to music.
No.
This people want to drink, people want to smoke, people want to do coke, people want to do K, people don't want to do all of them together, people want to do one or two of the things. Like that's what people want to do, and they want to listen to good fucking music
Shit,
while they're
dude.
doing it,
Or
bro.
yeah, like I don't even like. Yeah, they could. That shit could even been K.
That's what I'm
Or like, yeah, like yeah.
it could have been whatever. It could have been whatever, bro. It could have been whatever. But like, I don't think like just at that like from here on, like, I don't think when someone gives it, don't think anything of it. Like don't look at yourself in any way. Look at the environment and understand. Oh, I'm just in this environment. Whatever. Okay, cool. I don't need this. I don't need to have more confrontation with whatever the fuck that just happened. Like this is the environment.
The thing, bro. Like, I get that it's the environment, but I don't like sometimes because like I mean. I don't know about you, but I get like a lot of these like invitations. Lots. Hey, you wanna line or you wanna bump? Like, it's when I say no, I'm good. Like you guys are cool to do that. It's a lot of times where I sometimes feel a lot of this energy gets shifted. It's kind of like like you don't do this. All right, then well, like you're not.
Well, you just invited that energy by giving him the shit back.
Wait, what do you mean? Explain. Like
by you giving him his drugs back,
right?
You invited the energy that you just explained right now. Of you don't do this, blah blah. If you would have not even have said anything, you would have no one had ever known. It would have just been straight environment still. Like I think that gone to a little bit of overthinking of what was going on. You feel me?
I guess I was just trying to go on like the image of like, yeah, bro, like I'm just not one of those like
people. See, there you go. You didn't have to like so that's you, and that's and you even just said it. You don't like that people want like have that image or whatever the case may be, but that's you. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's you don't want people seeing you that way, but no, who says they see you that way? We're just in this environment,
right?
It's your birthday.
Right.
Like I have fucking extra drugs on me, bro. Here. If I have extra alcohol on me, bro, here. You feel me? My boy just had extra coke on him, you feel me? Or whatever the case may be on him, you feel me? Here. That's all that was going on, you feel me? No one's like looking at you and be like, oh, he's a cokehead, hey, here. Like it's not I don't think it's not that deep. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I don't think it was that deep whatsoever. It was just party. Homeboy was probably fucked up too, you feel me? Like, just on a good one, Right. Like, I feel like I don't think...
Because, like, I noticed too when I don't partake in these things, like, I even had someone be like, oh, dude, like, are you a narc or some shit? Like, I don't like these kinds of, like, fucking comments because, like, I'm not a narc. Like, I don't work for the police department and shit. Like, it's just, like...
Then why does it matter?
Well, I think it matters to just like I just think I think it's matter to point this out because I think I think it's very important when people voice that no, like I'm good off of this shit because I do believe people have the right for drug use, especially if they're doing it responsibly and in a manner that they're not hurting themselves. But like I think it's very important for people to voice like if they don't want to do something, like they shouldn't have to do it. Because I know a lot of peer pressure is like something that's like big, like in this industry. Like you see a lot of your friends indulging in something, like people get curious, and I think I know a lot of that invitation, like here you go, like that all plays a big factor. And I think that like I think a lot like those like I don't know, like peer pressure plays a lot of big plays into it, and yeah, the culture is like, yeah, we partake in drugs and all that, but a lot of that stuff, it's a lot of it's very, it's calculated in a sense of like a lot of it's a lot of the people that experiment with drugs for the first time, a lot of it comes from like peer pressure and or like just like how easy it is to just like get access to drugs. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of people do responsibly use, but then a lot of times, someone experiments with a drug and maybe sometimes like they're just not able to like handle it, or maybe like there's just so many factors when it comes to like involving yourself partaking in drugs, and it's the culture. But this is why it's very hard for me to get mad at the public when they say like it's all like they don't take it serious. So it's just like you guys are just bullshitting, like taking drugs or whatever. And it's just like fuck, like this is one of those scenarios. I'm all like, damn, okay, like this is like, I mean, this is the culture. Like this is definitely the culture, and actually, I don't know. Like it's just one of those things where like it's culture, but this is a lot of the reasons why like raves is what it is now, bro. Like yes, a lot raves. The drugs have always been around, like no doubt about it. But like it just seems like nowadays people are just going primarily to get fucked up.
Do you feel a way about your past, like using drugs at all? Because
a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
So then, like, because, bro, there's people out here that partake in doing drugs and are living amazing, successful lives, that are flourishing, that have families and shit like that. Like, and it doesn't make them any type of way. Like, and they're open about doing drugs and stuff like that.
Right.
And they, like I said, they go out to these places and do it all responsibly and whatnot, right? I don't think that there should. I understand, like you think it's there's a negative connotation to doing drugs, and I get it. You don't like the accessibility of it, right? That's all your point is right now. You didn't like that it was openly accessible because you think that leads to more people doing drugs for the first time, right? Like that's
that's a part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So how would you want that to be worked with then? How accessible do you want weed to be? How accessible do you want alcohol to be?
That's a good question.
Like all of this shit is accessible to anybody at any point in time, bro. Like honestly, like it's not that hard to get any of this shit. We're choosing to go to environments now where this shit's gonna be at.
Right.
You don't want to do it. That's fine. Like no one's looking at you. Like I don't know. I've turned down plenty of fucking drugs in my life. Like I've never gotten a narc comment or anything like that type shit. Personally, I haven't. I don't get like I smoke weed. Like I don't get how I'm not saying you, but like I don't get the like I'm getting looked at a certain way because I'm not doing drugs. I feel like that comes like at that like that comes out of a personal level thing. You feel me? And like I think like it's okay like that you say no, but that's a you thing. You feel me? Saying yes is a you thing. You feel me? I get it, it's accessible, but you're a grown ass person in these environments. When you go into a club, bro, you're an adult. We're not kids here anymore, bro. You're choosing to say yes or no. You feel me? Like that's like, and understand you choosing to go to some of these events, you choosing to go out. Why am I choosing to go to a bar if I don't drink?
You're probably DJing.
I'm DJing. I'm making money. I'm working. I shouldn't be doing any type of party favors anyways. But I know that I'm going to be working in this environment before I took the job. Right. So I should be okay with this. I should be okay with learning to say no. Like, definitely say no, bro. Like, if you're straight edge, like, that's cool. But I don't know, bro. Like, I've never seen anyone fucking, like like get shitted on for being straight edge or anything like that. Like
I don't know. I just feel like this whole like trend now of like getting fucked up and shit like that. Like it's just very like
it's your 20s,
it's
bro.
very hyper vocalized and shit. Like and I don't know. Like it's just like I don't like I feel like a lot of people indulge in drugs to make themselves look cool or whatever, and like it don't gotta be like that. You know, I think you don't need to indulge in the drugs and look like, and then when you start seeing people like indulge in drugs too, you start seeing like their demeanor and personality like just be all like, oh yeah, like they'll be on social media and like it's all just like you know very drug reference and whatnot. Like I think also for me it's also like I just don't want it. Like I don't want it to be a thing where it's like oh like for you to fit in, you got to take drugs or like to look cool, you got to be partaking in a certain party favor or whatnot. And like, I just think that kind of like I'm trying to like reinforce more is that you don't have to be. You could definitely be on whatever party favor, but you don't got to indulge in like the primary things that the culture has accessible. You know what I'm saying? Like come as you are and like a lot of what you're able to access like at these like particular events and scenes like yeah you're a grown-ass adult but I just don't want people to believe that like you have to fit in and like do this kind of shit. Like you don't got to. Like you could come like if you want to if you want to do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you're trying to fit in and look cool and shit like that. Like that's where it kind of like it really kind of fucks with me. Cause I'm like, nah, like you could do it. Like you're cool. I ain't tripping. Like I don't think because a lot like I have a lot of people like come to me like, oh like you don't fuck with me, huh? Because I do this shit. Like nah, bro. Like you're cool. Like you want to do that, you do you. Like there's a lot of times it's like these scenarios where you know people indulge and thinking that you know they're now like at a higher social level or you know they have that cool status now because you know they're indulging in what everyone's indulging in. I don't think like it's okay to definitely like not indulge in like certain things, bro. Like you know, come as you are, like in this culture. Just because all the homies are smoking weed or all the everybody's like doing Molly or everyone's doing coke, taking shrooms doesn't mean you got to. It doesn't mean you got to. But if you want to, you have that right at our in our culture. That's what's great about our culture. You have that right. Just like I have the right to reject, people have the right to indulge in certain party favors. But I just want to get on here and definitely just end it with like you don't gotta indulge in all that kind of shit or whatever like people are like putting themselves through if it's trendy or whatever. Like this is not just drugs. Like this just goes down to like the way festivals, the way some certain festival goers like try to make things certain standards. Like you don't gotta have like the crazy expensive outfit and like look like all crazy to go to these festivals. You can do it because you want to. Don't do it because you see everyone's like getting all these like crazy sheen like rave outfits. Like do it because you want to. Like go as you are. Whether that's like the person likes to do the party favors or not. Like that's what's real cool about our culture. Like you have the right to do what you want to do. But I don't think like it's you're cool if you're straight edge, if you're sober, like because I feel like a lot of people that go into these environments, I've seen this firsthand where I've been into certain groups and we see a new timer that goes to these raves and they ask questions. Oh, what is this? What's poppers? Oh, what I didn't know this. And then they start doing it and they have the right to. But I've noticed when they experiment for the first time, I see it out of pure pressure or like validation of wanting to be accepted in certain like circles and whatnot. And I just want to like state out there that you don't really got to be indulging in shit that you don't want to indulge in. Like just to put it like that when it comes to festivals. Come as you are. Stay true to yourself and your personality. You know, you don't got to be like this crazy raver. You don't got to be like all crazy like candied out like if you're enjoying yourself like just the way you are like at a festival, that's how you should do it. Like never give in to peer pressure. If you want to indulge, that is your right in our industry, in our space. Do it responsibly. But you're still fucking cool. Like if you're not doing all that shit. Like you're still fucking cool. You're still the fucking shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just need to say that because I just think like the whole like getting everyone has to be fucked up and shit or whatever. Like that's not true. Like I think for the most part for music festivals, it's all about the music. And if you want some drugs to enhance your experience, like you have that right. But it's fucking cool to be sober. Like it's still fucking cool. You don't have to prove shit to no one. No one has to prove shit to no one because you're not doing something or whatever. You don't have to prove shit to no one. You know, you don't have like again like it's not high school no more. Like you said too. Like I shouldn't probably have overthought about what people have like thought of me. Like I should have been like, no, like I know like who I am. Like
That's it. Whatever. Yeah. Like I don't think you don't have to do like anything anyone asks you, bro. Be true to yourself, and being true to yourself could look like a lot of things. So that, like at the end of the day, I think that's what it is. Like,
let me see what Ronnie said.
As long as you're being true to yourself, like who cares what anyone else thinks? If
I personally hate that, just because I'm a DJ producer, I literally have to do drugs and shit. It's almost forced. This is coming from someone who's straight edge. I see what Husky is talking about. Well, I mean, this is not just coming from the DJ producer aspect. This is just coming from like the angle of just getting into the EDM industry. And I mean, especially if you're a DJ producer, you're a creative. Goddamn, for sure. Like I think if you're a creative in the EDM space, I mean, I can see how many people are much more susceptible to, you know, taking drugs. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm straight edge. Like I smoke weed, and to some people, like can say the same thing about how I view like a little small bag of coke type shit, you know. And it's just one of those things where you know, not many people talk kind of about this kind of shit, but it's just like I see a lot of times in these groups, and you know, it's just like I'm noticing these people at a certain point they're just taking drugs because everyone's taking drugs. It's like I want to look cool with everyone, and it's not that. Like it's obviously like this drug is just taking your the life out of you or whatever it is. Like it's just at a certain point you just need to know that like, oh yeah, like you're just not enjoying this shit no more. This is just now something that you feel like you have to do to receive some sort of social validation or whatever. Like I don't know. Like I learned a lot from them. That like I should have been much more like not too overthinking about it. I should have been no, like I don't fuck with this. Like I just didn't know. I just didn't really know how to. I guess I shouldn't have given it back to homeboy. I don't know. But it's just one of those things, you know. I maybe I shouldn't like think about it too much, but it's just one of things like I be thinking about because like yeah, you're right. Like I just don't. It is part of culture, but it's just like that negative connotation that you hear from other people. It's like oh yeah, like. But yeah, like at the end of the day, like they're gonna have their opinions on how they view our rave environment, and yeah, bro. Like we're all grown as adults. Like we're gonna say yes and other things, and peer pressure's a bitch, and you definitely don't gotta like be. You don't gotta go. You don't gotta get a beer if you're at a club. Like I think that's why like a lot of people like.
So, bro, I think what you're getting at right now, like especially in our culture, like that goes to it comes with a lack of education on where this culture comes from. Like this culture started from candy kids. Candy kids are drug dealers, bro. Like a lot of this shit stemmed off of drugs, bro. Like as much as we don't want to say it or don't want to think it, like that's what it is. So I think it's I get you say no, right? Be yourself. That definitely just 100% be yourself. I think the biggest thing to preach is just to educate yourself on what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into. Like understand like this is a culture, like this comes from somewhere, like where you're going, like you got to be educated, bro. Like you can't just be hopping outside out of no, you know, like before you go outside, like your parents teach you certain things, right? Like before you put yourself in certain environments, like you should understand like, oh, where am I at? Are the people around me, are they going to make me feel safe? Like Those are things that you got to check on yourself, especially, bro. As adults now, like we got to understand that. I get it if we're preaching to kids right now, like peer pressure is peer pressure. Don't give into it. Like you don't. None of this shit's cool, bro. Like we do shit because we want to. At the end of the day, you should do things because you want to do it. You know, like, and that's point blank period. If someone tells you something, like you don't, it's your choice to listen to what other people say, you know? And I get it, it's hard. Maybe like the circle you're trying to get into, it all does a certain thing, but that doesn't mean you have to. Like,
not at all.
Bro, there's some of the most creative and talented people out here are straight edge. One of the people I look at like the most is straight edge, bro. Like Tyler, the Creator, straight edge, doesn't do no type of drugs, doesn't drink, doesn't do any of that shit. Like, but he's someone I look at that's one of the most creative people ever. And I don't think like people need drugs as a, if you're a producer, you need to take drugs for anything. Like, do things because you feel safe and maybe you want to experience, like, do things because you want to do it, not because your circle is saying to do it. Like, especially like if you're a producer, bro, like you don't have to. And this is probably something that's harder for producers too to say no to. Like, is drugs and stuff like that. Just because producers, DJs, just because, like you said, like we're constantly being offered it. And then plus two, we're always open to suggestions, bro. Like being creatives, like we're open to like suggestive things, bro. And sometimes like if someone comes up to us and say, oh no, take this, another producer is like, oh, it just makes me do more this, you're probably thinking, oh, maybe it'll help me, blah blah blah. But like at the same time, it's something you got to think about, like before you take anything, bro, before you put anything in your body, like you got to think about what is it going to do to me. And like that's why I think the best way to go about this is just education, bro. Like that's why I like all these EDM pages educating like these kids of how to be safe, like when taking drugs or the first time doing drugs.
Those are pretty helpful.
Yeah, that they're not directing people away from it, because like I don't
do it regardless.
Yeah, bro. Like no matter, even if we say like you don't have to do, no, people are gonna do this shit. The best way to do it to make is us being safe about it, us letting them know like, okay, even if you do, I'm not looking at you no type of certain way. I'm gonna try to take care of you to the best of my ability. Like that's what players about. Like at the end of the day, bro, like we can't let that shit like go over our heads, like and whatnot. But I definitely feel you on that. Like I don't know, drugs aren't cool.
I mean, it's not just a thing that we see like in EDM, but just like from the world perspective, like just peer pressure and like just wanting to fit in like certain environments or whatnot, or having to feel like you have to do certain things to feel fit right in a certain circle, space, whatnot, you know. And it's not true, you know, especially with EDM. Like come as you are, however you are, and do shit because you want to. Damn, my stomach's been growling, bro, like the whole podcast.
And if you don't want to trip out to visuals, be straight edge.
Just kidding. Yeah, well, not too, bro. Not like honestly, I applaud people that do like drugs like acid and shrooms like at these like festivals. I can't do it, bro. Like I can't do it. Like I'm also not here. Like just to also say this, like I'm not hating on people that do this shit rightfully at
the first time you did all that shit though wasn't at a festival, right? A lot of that
all
stuff.
That well, what's all that like?
Well,
like,
we don't have to get into it.
Like smoking weed, like nah, I didn't. That didn't start off at a festival.
Is there any drug that you took for the first time at a festival?
Yes.
And then after that, was that just a bad experience? Or was it the experiences after that you took that drug that made it bad? Because look, honestly, if you're just taking these drugs at these festivals, bro, like I see no negative repercussion to that. Like really, like I rarely see repercussion like that. It's when you start taking these drugs elsewhere, like places that you have no business taking drugs, is when shit will start fucking with you.
Right, for sure.
Like other than that, bro, like if you're just using this in moderation at these places where it's supposed to be done at, like I'm not even gonna. I'm not getting into it like that because, bro, like when you take like this is just a drug thing. Like when you take drugs with a collective of people, it's different than you taking drugs by yourself. Like
that makes sense.
That's not how you're supposed to be taking drugs. You feel me? So it's like that's why I feel indifferent about like shit like this when people who like who just have a negative connotation on drugs because they did a drug one time or a couple times and they just got negative experiences from it. But like it's because like it's you were doing it at wrong places, or like there's just ways that you're not, there's just reasons you don't do drugs in certain places. There's reasons why we have these like, think about it, bro. Like, you think Pascal was dumb and he didn't know like there's gonna be a shitload of people tripping at my no, he know, you know why he, like, they know this shit and they make it safe for people. Why the fuck do you think they have ground control, shit like that? Like, they understand it, bro. Like they understand it, and they just have to educate, because no matter what, bro, it's happening. No matter what, it's happening. So education is the best way to just go about this. Like, I don't see any other way than just letting people know, like, hey, like, it's here, but do it responsibly. Do it the way it's meant to be. Don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. Like, know where you're getting it from, or if not, test it. You feel me? Shit like that. Like, there's just things like that we gotta, because it's so accessible now. So is the knowledge about it, bro. The knowledge is just as accessible. So probably more accessible, bro. Like, you could get fed this shit on your phone faster than you could get it fed to your hands. You feel me? So like, I like the thing, like, that's, I feel like it's just, we just need to preach how to fucking be responsible with it at the end of the day, especially in this culture that we call our culture, you know? Like, just saying no doesn't do anything for no one, you feel me? Like, it's being responsible and teaching people like the do's and don'ts. I'm not the person to go to teach you that shit, but there's people out there that will, you feel me? So I can't tell you, I don't participate in a bunch of drugs, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think the word responsibly is very important.
Yeah, because when you were saying the examples you were saying, those are a bunch of examples of people not being responsible. Like, everything you just noted is just them not being responsible, you feel me? Like, there's responsible ways of doing this shit, you feel me? Like, I don't know, like, I'm thinking about the first time, like, I took, like, a hard drug. Like, the person I was with, the people that gave it to me, like, I trusted them. Like, maybe it was my naiveness, but nah, I could say I still trusted those people and whatnot. And I don't think, like, I have any.
You wanted to. Like, you wanted to do it, right?
No one forced me to take nothing, bro. Like,
well, that's good. That's good.
No one could.
That's good.
Like, I don't, like, I get it, bro. People are very open to suggestion. You feel me? Like, I get it. How do you stop that? Like, how do we stop that?
Stop what?
We could. People stop, like, being open from suggestion.
I mean, I don't think we have that right to do it. Like, nah.
At that point, we're just enforcing our own views on shit. And that's not something I ever want to do, type shit. Like, that's why I'm very open, like, very, like, I'm not going to preach to you do something, and I'm not going to preach to you not to do something. Because at that point, that's me preaching how I see to you. You feel me? Like, that's a reason why I can't be on a side. Like, I try not to be on a side with stuff like that, because I'm like, damn, like, where do I sit? I fucking smoke weed all the time, bro, and drink. Like, you feel me?
I mean, a lot, these conversations are not necessarily like black and white.
Yeah.
It's just very gray, and it's like there might be a lot more conversations that talk about this that need to be done before it even becomes more like black and white, because it's still gray.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, especially when we're talking about myself and us two particularly, we're not just regular like dance music goers. Like, we also are like a part of the like the performing side of it, right? Like, we're DJs, we're trying to get into these circuits, and I know also like the views, like how do you say it, different as to what a normal like regular like dance music goer would face. And yeah, no, I guess I don't know. I'm kind of don't want to dwell on this too long.
True. Yeah. Whatever.
But yeah, that's just one thing I just wanted to, I guess, end it though. Like, yeah, like you're cool if you want to take him, and you're cool if you don't want.
Bro, I think you're cool as fuck if you're fucking straight edge, dog. Like, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. You're cool as fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's more power to that person, bro. Like, honestly, if you could do this in this industry and be straight edge, like, that's power. Like, right there, that's power. That's, I don't know, that's 100%.
Cause like it's very it's not that hard sometimes to give in that temptation.
For sure.
Especially for DJs, it starts off with the drinks, you know, free drinks, you know, like free.
Nah, yeah, bro.
Right?
It started with us getting drinks all the time,
Yeah.
DJing, and then fucking they started offering us fucking weed, and I was like, oh hell yeah, fuck it, let's smoke. And now I'm a fucking pothead.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It happens. But I'm a proud pothead. You feel me? Understand that shit. I'm proud of who I am, bro.
Well, hey, shout out to Ground Control and Insomniac, because for sure a lot of irresponsible fucking people, and a lot of responsible people. But goddamn, I didn't realize there was that many fucking irresponsible. I mean, you guys can go to
shout out Insomniac, bro. Just shout out Insomniac for giving people safe spaces.
Facts.
Like, at the end of the day, they give people. I don't know. We got it. Damn it. As much as sometimes I don't like to champion Insomniac, like, you just have to. Like,
bro, like, I mean, they're where they at.
What underground rave you went to that had ground control?
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? So.
I mean, they know the audience, bro. Like, they know.
That's what exactly, bro. That's why, like,
Pascal is the audience in a sense.
And he's a motherfucker that be tripping the fuck out and just zooting through life, bro. So,
bro, do you think Pascal has ever tripped out during like a festival?
Are you fucking serious? Bro, he's tripping balls almost every festivals. You don't think so? You didn't see you remember seeing him during COVID and shit on the screen? You know how fucking derped out he fucking looked, dog? Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Motherfucker was in underwear and like some shit. He had fucking he had wings on, rolling around in a fucking golf cart in a warehouse. My boy was tripping and just staring at sets for fucking 30 minutes long, bro. Like, I don't.
No, he could have done that sober.
For sure. Nah, for sure. Nah, definitely. I don't know. He just looked like he was having the fucking time of his life.
I mean, if he did, he was definitely hiding that shit pretty well. I mean, every time I've seen him out there in the festivals, like engaging with the people, like I've personally never talked to him, but the times that I've seen like clips of him surface at these festivals and the way he's talking, like, he looks straight edge to me. Like, no slurring. It always seems like very, like, I don't know, just like this, like, saying normal stuff. But I mean, also too, Pascal has been raving for more than 2 decades.
And also, that doesn't mean he's drunk. Like, a lot of people that do drugs like that don't like to get drunk. Like, no. Drunk is when you start slurring and shit like that. Those uppers, bro.
I mean, ketamine is a downer, and that's like very similar to
okay, drunk. That's true. That's ketamine. Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, there's also.
I feel like he just looks like an upper motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah, that's just the vibes he was giving me. Like, I was just like,
you think he's an acid kind of guy or a shroom?
I think he's like a shroom type of dude, like a heavy shroom type of dude.
Well, honestly, the aesthetics.
And maybe some coke.
Some coke.
Yeah.
You think he has a big coke empire?
Yeah.
Holy shit! He's flooding all his money through Insomniac. Oh.
You know what, bro? I just got information. I don't want to. You know what? Let's end this. I'm done, bro. You just got me mad.
Oh, damn, bro. Insomniac's funded by the cartels. That's how we got EDC Mexico.
I don't want to talk about Pascal.
Oh, damn, bro. Who's all in this chat? I want to know who's all in this fucking chat. Let's see who's all in this chat.
I don't know, bro. But
Rami was in this chat. Oh damn! A bunch of people are in this chat.
True.
Let's see.
Nah, bro, let's end it, dog. Shit. Like, I don't want to like dwell on this shit anymore. I don't want. I'm insomniac the fuck out, bro. Like, I don't want none of it, bro. I want it out of my head. It goes deeper now. Pause. Fuck. Bro, wrap it up, please.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. I had to wrap it up. True. Oh shit. All right. Well, anyways, all right. That was it for today's episode of the Spotlight,
fuck, bro.
Yeah. We get into some shit here at Lose the Tempo. Hey,
we're about to start crying, dog. Wrap it up.
It's like that Dave Chappelle skit. Wrap it up.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Well, keep going, Carlos.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to the Spotlight here at Lose the Tempo. New episode. Zion Don. Make sure to follow him. Links in the description. Follow me. Links in the description at Husky Bass. Check out the current release, Galaxy. Got some new music coming out in April. Pretty excited to announce that. Be safe out there at Beyond. Have fun.
Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs. Say yes to drugs if you want to. Bro, it's not that deep. I think that's it. I think that's it for the announcements.
Let's go.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this stream, live stream on Twitch, follow us to get notified when we go live. Gonna have this episode viewed on YouTube later this week. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.